What was the biggest difficulty you had in becoming a professional gamer? Yo, Ian! Have you seen my thumbs? We got league matches 10 minutes, I can't find them. False alarm! They're in the trash. Next question is coming from Artunio Nico, and he asked, Nadeshot, what was your favorite TV show as a kid? That is easy, Dragon Ball Z, hands down, not even a question. Watch it every single day at 4 o'clock and then 4:30. As soon as I got home from school, I still watch it to this day. Me and my brother were just texting about it. That one-arm Kamehameha by Gohan against Cell, dude, you cannot beat. The next question is a doozy coming from Maven, and he said, Emma Watson is barely clothed behind a door. In front of the door is a pit with 1,000 spiders. What's your play? Now, if you guys didn't know, Emma Watson is the girl that plays Hermione in Harry Potter, and I'm gonna let you guys know that I am gonna be an absolute gentleman about this. I'm gonna go get a flamethrower. I'm gonna set all the spiders on fire and make sure they perish. And when that is done, I'm gonna hop into the pit. I'm gonna cross the sea of the dead spiders. I'm gonna climb up. I'm gonna crack open the door, and I'm gonna say, Miss Watson, you're absolutely beautiful, but you're barely clothed. Put some clothes on, and then I would like to meet you. But if you're cool with it, I would also like to come in while you're barely clothed. But either way, I'm gonna be a gentleman about this. I don't wanna make you feel weird, but if I do make an impression on you, we should go have drinks sometime. I don't know if you're down for that. I know you probably get this a lot, but I would really like to take you out if at all possible. I bet you didn't expect that. Dominic Barbudo wanted to know, Nadeshot, how would you convince your parents to allow you to compete in Call of Duty? And to be honest with you, man, the one thing that I made sure I did was get good grades. I even added a job on top of all of that a couple years down the line when I was a little bit older. But in my opinion, if they want me to get off the game, my only excuse can be like, hey, I'm already getting good grades, I'm working a job, what else you want me to do? Let me spend my free time the way I want to spend it. And that was basically the tipping point for them, and that's how I convinced my parents. Rise Revitalized wanted to ask, Nadeshot, if you could attempt anything and you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you attempt? And that is very, very easy for me. I would be a rapper 100%, guys. I know for a fact that if I were to take the time and try to actually write a rap song, it would not be that good. And I'm not that talented when it comes to it. So that's why if I couldn't fail, I would 100% be a rapper, because I know if I go on stage, I'm gonna murder the performance. I don't care. I'm getting hyped as hell. The crowd's gonna love it. I'm gonna have everybody bobbing like you've seen in 8 Mile. It would be absolutely nuts. I wish I could do it. Maybe one day I'll actually attempt it, but until then, that would 100% be it. Professional rapper. I wanna be in the music industry. I wanna be creative and show people what I can bring to the table. Yolo Cholo wants to know, Nadeshot, have you found a lady friend yet? Give me the details. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't yet, and I can't really figure out why. Jetty Go Hard wanted to know, Nadeshot, what is your favorite and best gift you've ever received for Christmas as a child? This is an easy one. It goes all the way back to when I was a little kid, and the PlayStation 2 was the hot new commodity that was out in the world. Everybody wanted one, and I asked one for Santa, but I knew there was a really good chance that we weren't going to get it. And to be honest with you, man, I really remember this like it was yesterday, because it's Christmas morning, we're opening all our presents, my parents absolutely hooked it up, I got everything that I wanted, except for the PlayStation 2, so, you know, naturally I was a little disappointed, but I didn't want to be a spoiled brat. I wasn't mentioning anything, I didn't really show it in my face or anything like that. And then it was something kind of like The Christmas Story. If you guys have ever seen that movie, my parents said, Matt, Kevin's my brother, what's that over in the corner? So we're thinking to ourselves, holy crap, what are they talking about? And we see a present all the way in the closet behind the tree, and so we go and grab it, and my parents were like, open it up, see what it is. What did Santa get you? So we crack it open, and it is a brand new PlayStation 2. I honestly love surprises, and my parents and Santa Claus made my day when they got me a PlayStation 2. My brother and I and my dad actually played it all morning. It was a blast, and I'll still remember it to this day. The Trippy Girl asked me, Nadeshot, when did you realize that you were a babe? Now, this was actually probably when I was a freshman in high school, and a moment passed when I walked in front of a mirror, and I looked at myself, and I realized, man, we got the short end of the stick on this one. We're pretty ugly. You know, I'm talking to myself in first and third person at this point, and I'm just thinking to myself, all right, man, you know, you just got to play the hand you're dealt. You're going to be ugly for a while, probably for the rest of your life. We're going to have to learn to get by that, get through that, and persevere on into this world. And so I'm dealing with it every day. I know I'm ugly. It's cool. I'm working with it. Got to play the hand you're dealt. That's all it comes down to. Supernus Gaming wanted to know, Nadeshot, if you could change anything you've done in your life, what would it be? AKA embarrassing memories, etc., etc. Now, last week I answered this question and I told everybody I wouldn't change anything. But as I had more time to think about it, I decided that I would change one thing. So a couple years ago, I was in Santa Monica, California, helping write the strategy guide for Black Ops 2. And one of the lead developers from Treyarch, David Vonderhaar, wanted to take Ernest Lee, T-Mart, and myself out to lunch. I obliged. I was happy to do it because I'm a big fan of David Vonderhaar and I'm a big fan of Black Ops 2, and I was honored that he would ask me to do such a thing. But what I didn't know is that we were going to this very high-end sushi restaurant, and if you guys didn't know, I'm a very picky eater. So the entire lunch was ridiculously embarrassing because I didn't know that when you go to an old-fashioned joint like that, the chef actually gets mad if you don't eat your food. And I don't eat sushi. I wasn't going to eat it because I'm a little baby when it comes to trying food. I should have tried it thinking back on it now, but it was so embarrassing because I had to really just pedal off my food to all three of the guys that I was eating with, and I just had my head down the entire time thinking to myself, oh man, I'm making a really, really bad impression. But it got even worse. So I'm sitting right here, and in comes 2 feet away from me, sits down, power forward for the Los Angeles Clippers, Blake Griffin. Now, if you guys don't know, I am a huge Blake Griffin fan. I just love how he plays. He's so much fun to watch. And at that time, I was having lunch with David Vonderhaar and these other guys, and it's really quiet, and I'm just trying so hard not to geek out. But it looked like that he was having lunch with probably one of his agents or one of his managers, or it was an important business lunch, and that is why I did not say a word to him. I really, really wanted to just say for a second, like, hey Blake, I know you're busy, but I'm a huge fan. I just wanted to say hello, dude. You're an inspiration, this, that, and the other. And I made the executive decision not to say anything. One, because I didn't want to embarrass the three that I was eating lunch with. And two, I didn't want to interrupt him because he probably has to deal with fans all freaking day. And I just didn't want to be rude, especially while he was having lunch. But to this day, I absolutely regret it. I should have said something to Blake Griffin. I should have introduced myself because he's actually a part of the Red Bull family as well. So I was going to be like, hey dude, I'm sponsored by Red Bull for Call of Duty, and you're sponsored by basketball, so we're basically the same person. No, but honestly, I wanted to say hello. I really wish I would have, because even though he might have got a little pissed off, I still would have met one of my idols, and I really regret it to this day. One thing that I also forgot to mention, that after this lunch, David Vonderhaar actually took me through the drive-thru at McDonald's, and it was absolutely embarrassing. I just still couldn't believe to this day that that series of events happened all in one lunch. Alright boys, one of our last and final questions is coming from Hudson, and he asked, Nadeshot, who is your celebrity crush? Now, I'm sure there are a bunch of women throughout this world that aren't famous, that aren't celebrities, that are absolutely stunning and ridiculously beautiful. But I have to give you guys one of the most mainstream answers that you'll ever get, and my celebrity crush would have to be Kate Upton. I don't care. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. She's got an amazing body. Ridiculous body. And she just very beautiful woman. That is my celebrity crush, and I'm sticking to it. Ferg Games asked, Nadeshot, what is your favorite movie of all time? If you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend Shawshank Redemption. It's an amazing movie. I absolutely love it. Probably my favorite movie of all time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I love making these Q&A ones. If you guys have anything that I didn't get to answer, make sure you use the hashtag AskNade on Twitter, and maybe I'll feature you in my next video. But I just want to wish everybody happy holidays, whether you're celebrating Christmas, Kwanzaa, anything like that. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas tomorrow, and I hope you guys get to spend it with your family. If not, just try to enjoy the day and get through it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you could, if you enjoyed the video, and you guys have a great day. YouTube, we'll see you punching later.